I'm going to now take you to a very special guest that's joining us live right now. For me, even he's a hero of the World Cup. Not many people will remember. He was the man of the match in one of the most memorable games that India has played the World Cup. That was that quarter-final versus Pakistan
1996.
in 1996 in Bengaluru. He was the man of the match in that game. And lesser known fact about the semi-final, which I'll get to, he was the only one who said you must bat first, but India did not bat first in that game versus Sri Lanka. But Sherry sir, it's lovely to see you after such a long time. And you know, as a cricket fan, I'm very upset that you spend more time on the camera talking politics and not cricket. You know, cricket should be your first love. Cricket is what you should be talking more often.
Amen. I agree.
Look, politics is a jealous mistress, my dear friend. Number one. Number two, it's the only medium where you can change people's lives. So there's a huge difference between entertaining people and changing their lives. There is a stark difference. Let's come to the World Cup today. Look, I'm overjoyed that the Indian team is in the final. But the expectations, the weight of expectations is so sky high that, the difference between 1983 was that, at that time, when Kapil Dev's team went to England, they were written off. They were underdogs. Nobody believed in them, right? And today, the situation is such that everybody thinks that India has already won the World Cup. There is many a slip between the cup and the lip. When opportunity knocks, somebody has to open the door. I think it is advantage India, 60-40, simply because of the fact that the crocodile is in water. You're playing at home. Your spinners are not toothless. They're incisive. The balance of the Indian team is much, much better. You look at the pace that India has today. Bumrah, Shami, everybody's in form. So when spinners come in at the other side tottering for 3 for 50, 3 for 40, they are doubly incisive. It's a slow pitch. No team has scored 300 at Ahmedabad. That's another advantage for the Indians. Any pitch where the ball stops, comes slowly, is not conducive. And it is not suited for the Australians. They thrive in conditions where the ball is, harder pitch, ball comes onto the bat, bounce, horizontal bat shots. Therefore, I think the advantage lies with the Indians, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Complacency is not to be had because, when everything's coming your way, you've had victories, you might just be in the wrong traffic lane. Therefore, up on your toes, number one, booted and spurred, and you rate ability in men and women by what they finish, not by what they attempt. The ending of the story will be very important.
Okay, your quotes, the quotable quotes that you're using and your Shero Shairi tells me that you're completely not rusty, even though you haven't been talking about cricket for a very long time. So your cricket commentary remains intact, Sheri sir. Next up, my question is,
I would actually say he's actually missing it. Sheripa, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well.
That's Robin Uthappa with us in studio.
Robin, the maestro. Oh, I'm a huge fan of his. Oh, he shreds the bowlers to smithereens. I love you, man. Love you.
Yeah, thank you, Sheripa. It's so lovely to hear you speak cricket. It's refreshing, and we actually miss you behind the mic, huh?
God bless you. God bless you.
Okay, Sheri sir, my next question to you is, you said 60-40 in favor of the Indian team. Everyone says India is going in as the favorite. The one thing that you know about the Australian teams, when it comes to the big final, they do very well. So if you look at the stats, they are the most successful team in World Cup history. They won 5 titles. If you look at the stat in terms of the final, you faced Australia one time earlier. In that final, you lost. So stats are favoring Australia. And there's a reason why I've asked you the stat question, because I want you to use your famous quote about stats as well. How is it that you compare it to mini skirts or bikinis? So please go ahead, do that. Loose ball I've given you to hit a 4.
No, see, I lean on statistics like a drunken man on a pole, only for support, not for elimination, my dear friend. It's support.
That's a new one.
That's the only thing. This is a different one. You don't repeat things, okay? You've got to reinvent, as the Indian team has reinvented. You look at the Indian team, their DNA has changed, brother. Look at the fitness levels of Virat Kohli. Since Tendulkar suffered, the ability was there, right? the spark was always there. But the fag end of his career, the fitness eluded him. Whereas when you look at Virat Kohli, for the next 3 or 4 years, Robin Uthappa is testament. Fitness takes you to another level. Number two, look at the fielding levels. See, the balance of the Indian team. I still remember those were the days where you were struggling to find good quality fast bowlers, right? You had Mati Paji at one end, and then there would be the quartet of Vishen Singh Bedi from replacement. In those days, if Azharuddin got injured, there were no replacements. You would struggle for a replacement for the next 2 or 3 months. And the guy who would come in would feel that he doesn't belong to the arena. Today, the replacements are 19-21 boss. That you don't feel. Have you felt the absence of Hardik Pandya? One of the finest cricketers, one of the finest all-rounders that I have known in my life. That is the evolution of this great Indian team. At that time, underdogs. At this time, everybody feels that when they are at home, they are virtually invincible. They've proven that. The crocodile in water,
Yes.
nobody can beat it. But a crocodile on land, well, small
That's a
fries will
different
pull its
story.
day.
That's
a different story. So today, playing at home with this kind of attitude, with this kind of form, more and more people getting into form, more and more people winning matches. Individuals will never win you matches. It is a combination. The combination is absolutely invincible.
Right, Shahrizad, finally.
Their greatest strength, at the moment, their greatest strength is that they have no weakness.
Yeah.
Okay, Shahrizad, final question before we let you go. You've been very generous with your time. This is a very tough call. What should the Indian team do if they were to win the toss? Because, there are arguments to be made for both things, batting first as well as chasing. Now, I remember I was telling you a lesser known story, and I've heard it from good source, that Sri Lanka semi-final 96 we were talking about, in the team meeting, Navjot Singh Sidhu was the only one who said that we must bat first. Everyone said we should chase. He said that because he said big games, always bat first, put the runs on board. Shahibari, what do you think the Indian team should do today in Ahmedabad if Rohit Sharma is to win the toss?
Look, bat first. Without a shadow of doubt. I've actually, asked a lot of people. They tell me it's a dry pitch. Wherever there's a dry pitch, it will actually help the spinners in the second session. If you bat first, it's such a high-pressure game. You're playing the finals, right? There are expectations. He's the happiest from whom no one expects. But here, 1 billion people want to sing Sare Jahan Se Acha, Hindustan Hamara. So, why take that pressure? Why allow the others to score 400? Score 300. Because this pitch has a history that it is slow and, the ball tends to grip. Therefore, when you're in doubt, bat first. That's a simple theory. You not only release the pressure, but you put the onus on the opposition. If you can score well and your batters are all in good fettle, fine fettle, in fact, I say. Then, the match winners like Rohit, match winners like, and experienced match winners like Virat Kohli. If I win the toss, I'm not talking about Rohit. There could be different reasons. Everybody is different. Everybody does things differently. How he backs his gut feeling. I bat first.
Hey, Baji, thank you so much for speaking to us at India Today, my broadcasting guru. I learned all my broadcasting in cricket, doing shows with him many moons ago, but hopefully we'll get a chance to do so more often. But Shahrizad, thank you so much for speaking to us, and enjoy the final.
Oceans of love to you, bro.
Okay, that was exclusive that we got for you on India Today with Navjot Singh Sidhu.